One of the things I also wanted to ask you about, it's a unique time for a lot of us because the market and the economy's been on a bit of a bull run since, let's say, 2008. The housing crisis fell, everything's been going great, and now things are changing where the economic outlook for a lot of companies is a little bit cloudier, murkier. They're making different decisions now. When you think about what's happening, are people making cuts in this arena or investing in better technologies? If I were to think about myself operating a small business, like I feel more vulnerable right now. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I would cut cybersecurity because, of course, that's like not having it could be catastrophic for me on the downside. But at the same time, I've got to be judicious with where I'm making my investments too. So I don't know like how you're seeing this play out across markets, across customers, potential customers. Is cybersecurity, it's like one of those things where they're paying less attention to, they're going to pay more attention to, or is it like anything else? You're just looking for more efficient products and services based on budgets. Give us an idea of what you're seeing in regards to cybersecurity investment, let's say in the next 2, 3 years.
At any time where you see some sort of economic disruption, historically, if you go back and trace it, that's actually periods of time where malicious activity is actually ramped up. Just because the economy is not what you want it to be doesn't mean the bad guys take a break. They don't have layoffs. It really comes down to organizations understanding what are the risky parts of their infrastructure and ensuring that they have high efficiency, high efficacy, figure out where you can consolidate products, where you can actually buy things that work better together, where you can reduce manual work, which tends to be the expensive part of some things they do, the people part of it. So what they do is they try to consolidate, they look at more efficient products, and obviously there is always market pressure on pricing at times when people are trying to be tight with budget. What we found is our customers that are really focused on risk don't turn their back to cybersecurity investments. They may focus it, but they don't turn their back to it. That's at the worst time, really, to do that. That's when the bad guys are really active. We haven't seen a customers all of a sudden deciding, well, in order to control my cost, the first thing I'm going to cut is security. That we haven't seen, and it really hasn't happened for a very long time. They just do then really focus and double down on what are you doing better so that maybe I don't need three products to protect me. Maybe the two products that I can spend give me the same protection, give me the same coverage, and reduce my risk the same so I can consolidate and I can really get the most for my money. And that's where we continue to see people ask for better efficacy. And it's great because that drives us. Be better, be more efficient, do more, protect more, have better integrations. And that's what we do.
That was a great point, by the way. And when times are tough, it's possible that criminal activity could rise. I've always joked with my kids and myself, it's like, would I let my kids go hungry? Probably not. You know what I mean? Like most people are going to possibly do things maybe they wouldn't do otherwise. And so hopefully it doesn't get that bad, but it's one of those things where I think there's an unclear future right now for us in the next 2 to 3 years. Of course, we've seen a lot of different things happen in the news recently. So it's always interesting to see how companies and businesses are reacting. One of the things that I want to ask you as a cybersecurity leader, and we've had guests on previously, we had people from the World Economic Forum talk about there's a huge cybersecurity skills gap. Everyone says this is true, 100%, meaning there's a huge demand and there's only so much supply of skilled workforce to enter this field. Are you seeing this gap closing now? Because this field seems like it's never going to stop. Like you just said, the bad guys are always trying to figure out new ways, which means you have to innovate and create new ways to stop the bad guys. So there's never ending demand for the workforce. Are you seeing more people entering this field? And how do you recruit these people if, and this is true, we know it's true, there's not enough of them, right? There's not enough.
Yeah,
How do you
yeah, no, no,
attack it?
absolutely. Demand is not slowing down. There are more people entering the market, but it's still not keeping up with demand. Mostly because customers and organizations are becoming more aware of things they need to protect and the risks. So as that supply increases because it's a hot market and people are trying to get into it and get training, enter the market, the demand is even going up faster. Ultimately, the reason the managed services aspect of the market has been growing so well is because organizations look to supplement. So they take parts of things that they can get others to help them with, whether it's MSSP or MDR vendor, or we actually run an MSOC for organizations where we handle and provide them the personnel, the expertise, and the software to assist them. And this is what helps continue to close that gap between supply and demand by really leveraging the pooled expertise that exists in companies such as ours to supplement your own. And for us, we look for talent. We bring passionate, smart, technical people into the organization and also help train them ourselves. And we build tools to help them get up to speed and learn. And that's how we bring more people into this market and train people as well. So it's about training, it's about education, and it's about hands-on practice. And we do that with folks that we bring on board ourselves as well.
Hey, thanks for watching. Subscribe to this channel for more great IT thought leadership. And thanks to our partners at Salesforce Platform for making this show possible. Go to salesforce.com/newsletter to discover timely insights and useful tips tailored to your role.